Here are 5 things that I was tasked to do for the day, and I'll show you how to solve each of the problems using the functions listed here. Before using any function, we first need to type in an equal sign. The equal sign is the basis of all formulas that will be made in Excel. Make sure to keep in mind that formulas and functions are not the same. I'll explain that in more detail for an upcoming future video. Functions, on the other hand, are special operations we can use. To use a function, we type in the function's keyword and then an open parenthesis. Now that you know the basics of formulas and functions, let's finally get started. Our first task is to get the total amount of sold for all gadgets, which we will put in a separate cell. I've already prepared the cells we need to use, as you can see here. First of all, we'll make a formula by typing in an equal sign. After that, type in the name of the function. Next, we need to pass on a range of numbers we will add. We will select the whole column called amount purchased. And as you can see, it says sales amount purchased. This means that I have amount purchased column selected in the table called sales. We will now close off this formula and hit enter. And now we have the value we need. And yes, I know that we can quickly check that at our graphs or charts here, but graphs and or charts take a bit longer to make compared to just typing in formulas. If you want, you can check out this video about making graphs right here. Our next task is to get the total amount of sold for laptops. We will first type in the formula for SUMIFS. Then afterwards, we need to provide it a range of data to add up together, so I'll select the amount purchased column. Now for the condition range, we will select the whole device column and then afterwards, select this cell. What this does is that if the device in this row is the same in this cell, then the amount purchased in the same row will be added to the total sum. We can now close off this formula and boom, we have the total amount that we have sold for laptops. Also, make using functions and formulas much faster by watching this video right here, in where I tell you how to adjust Excel's autocorrect to help you with everyday Excel tasks. Time for the third task. I'll first make a separate column, which I'll do quickly by selecting the column using Ctrl Space, and then adding a new column using Ctrl Shift Plus. I'll then change the column's name to Customer's Tenure. Now first, we will type in the formula for if. The first argument we need is the condition or logical test, the thing that we will check. I want to check whether the purchase was made before 2022, so I'll first select the purchase date cell on the same row. Now before we continue, you need to keep in mind that Excel stores date values based on the amount of days from the epoch. For Windows Excel, that'll be January 1, 1900, and for Mac Excel, that'll be January 1, 1904. Afterwards, we will type in the less than sign, and then we will use another function called date. Now what this does is that it converts date formatted like this into this. And this is essential because if we just type in 01/01/2022 directly into the formula, there will be an error. After we finish doing that, we will type in another comma and enter in long-time customer, which is the value the formula will return when the condition is true. And then we'll enter in another comma and type in new customer, which is the value the formula will return when the condition is false. Now we can close this formula off, hit enter, and boom, customers that bought gadgets from us before 2022 are considered long-time customers, and obviously, the opposite are considered new customers. Since you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate if you could comment down below what your favorite function is so far. I would also love it if you could hit the like and subscribe button as well. Also, make sure to share this video to others, especially to those who are just starting out on Excel. Now, we will use the COUNTIF function so we can, well, count how many customers bought smartphones. we will first type in the formula as usual. Then after that, we will provide it a range of data to count, which will be the device column. And then we will enter in a comma, then select this cell. What this does is that it checks each row of data, compares it to the value in this cell, and then counts it if it has the same value as this cell. We'll finish things off by closing in the formula and hitting enter. Index and match are actually two separate functions, but often just used together to search for values in a given range of data. Index and match is a substitute for VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and HLOOKUP. First, we will type in the formula for index. We'll then select the whole devices column. This is the range of data where index will return or get its value from. Next, we will type in the function of match. We'll select the cell where her name is contained, enter in a comma, then select the customer's name column. What match does is that it searches for the name here in this cell, in this column of data that we've given it, and tells index what row to find the value in. We'll enter in another comma, then just type in 0 to indicate exact match searching. We'll close off the formula, hit enter, and boom! I'll also do this again, but this time for the amounts you purchased. And you can make utilizing functions much more faster by watching this video right here. You can also check out this Excel series, which will guide you into how to make not only the highest quality tables, but also contains a lot of useful skills taught along the way as well. This was Minimalism Excel, and I hope to see you next time.